Pathology of the female genital tract. We're going to continue with the pre-malignant changes theme in the female genital tract, and after we've done the cervical pre-malignant changes, we're going to talk about the endometrial pre-malignant changes. Endometrial hyperplasia is a pre-malignant condition, and at this stage, perhaps all what you need to know the terminology so you are familiar with it. It ranges between simple glandular hyperplasia to complex glandular hyperplasia and finally atypical hyperplasia, which amounts to adenocarcinoma eventually. Endometrial hyperplasia usually occurs on a background of high estrogen level and continuous stimulation of endometrial cells by estrogen or similar substances. When there is high estrogen level, for example, in cases of anovulatory cycle, there is continuous stimulation of estrogen receptors. In cases of tamoxifen use, it follows the same principle. Tamoxifen competes with estrogen on the estrogen receptors, giving a false impression to the endometrial cells that the estrogen receptors are continuously stimulated. It's not by estrogen in this example, it's by tamoxifen, but it's the same end result. It might lead to endometrial hyperplasia. The two main types of endometrial carcinoma are endometrioid type adenocarcinoma and serous carcinoma. There are two different types of tumors with two different prognoses. Endometrioid type adenocarcinoma usually arises on a background of high estrogen level, and if someone got the first hit, P10 mutation for example, then all what it requires is another hit of mutation, for example mutation of beta-catenin or KRAS, to cause adenocarcinoma, endometrioid type adenocarcinoma. This is following the two-hit theory, which is mentioned briefly in the cervical carcinogenesis part 3 in this lecture. In contrast to serous carcinoma, serous carcinoma is a high-grade aggressive tumor. It occurs on a background of repair of surface epithelium of the endometrium. With aging, with repair, that will cause the first damage to the epithelium, predispose it to another hit of P53 mutation, and that will lead to serous carcinoma. Serous carcinoma is very well known for P53 mutation, and it's actually a diagnostic test for serous carcinoma.